Alright guys, this is Vol. I'd like to welcome you to a very special Warhammer Fantasy Battles Battle Report. And for this particular game, it's played at my home apartment, and my friend Amy has come around to play a game involving ogres and orcs and goblins. Now, the two armies are chosen to around about 930 points, so it's a very small game relative to the normal battle reports that I do. And as you can see, some of the miniatures used in this game are proxy miniatures. Now, what a proxy usually is where you take a miniature roughly the same size as the miniature you want to represent and use it even though it's not actually developed by Games Workshop to represent the same model, so to speak. That's why you see all these funky little dudes down the bottom of the photo. But in Amy's case, she's actually going to be using these miniatures as the actual ogres. These represent Noblar trappers, and they are hiding behind a hill. They've scouted behind the hill, and there are some orcs and goblins in the background. So as the battle report progresses, I'll start talking about these little miniatures. They're going to be fun. It's Amy's little project to actually get into Warhammer and start playing as ogres. Really interesting choice, and for now, I'm kind of playing along, and we're actually having a bit of a demonstration game. In this game, all the decisions in terms of tactical and tactics and strategy are actually made by me. I'm actually playing against myself, essentially, but we're having a bit of fun, and I just want to show you guys how this little project is coming along. So, Noblar trappers scouting behind the forest, and there's a building there, and the orcs and goblins are in the background. Next photo, you can see, these guys always crack me up, a line of ogres. In the foreground, there is a small group of three dudes, a yellow, brown, and blue guy. They are meant to be ogre lead belchers. The milk carton dude on the hill is a butcher. You can see the the purple and red guys in the background. They are iron guts. And going to the next photo, you can see the orcs arrayed against them. You guys have seen these orcs way beforehand. If a few months back I posted some battle reports where I actually played 2250 styles using these guys. We've got a unit of night goblins with a fanatic, savage orcs with a level 2 shaman, black orcs with a BSB on a boar, and another unit of night goblins in the background. Next photo, just a bit of a background view of these dudes. Obviously, they're actually just stuck to pieces of cardboard, 40mm by 40mm with some trays next to them, so that's looking kind of cool. And the next photo is the entire battlefield. You can see me in the background, nothing new, guys. This is a part of my apartment where you can see some projects going on in the background. I wonder if you guys are good at sort of squinting into the background to see what projects I'm actually secretly working away on over there on the table. Ooh, wouldn't you guys like to know? In the middle there, you can see that basically there's a forest, there's some hills. We're just going to stick to the small area of the battlefield for the game. And you guys already know what I look like, so it's no news to see me there in the background. Next picture, the Noblars move into the chapel. Ogre's taking the first turn, and so we've used this little guy here, this little girl here, to represent the fact that Noblars are actually inside the building. Next photo, the ogres move forward. The bulls have moved forward on the right-hand side. That's the bulls with the eggshells in their head, the grey guys and the grey and white guys in the far right. Amy has a bruiser, which is the big cowskin milk bottle in the unit of iron guts with the little lid on his head and the horns, if you guys can make that out. Next photo, we've got the butcher, low fat, 2%. Not much fat on this butcher's milk. He's got a donut on his head there representing a Dispel Scroll, which he will use early in the game against Gork's Warpath, which is a nasty spell, especially at this low points value, and deadly against ogres. Amy's got the two ogre characters joined in with the iron guts to prevent the warpath from actually stomping into individual characters. Next photo, what's happened here is that the night goblins have moved into range of the building. The fanatic has been triggered and has moved out right in front of the middle of the field. So that's what fanatics do. The rest of the orcs are just waiting around. The Iddy ring has gone off and failed to wound the butcher, also the tyrant or whatever, not the tyrant, the bruiser, and actually did a wound on the shaman itself. So the orcs already on the back foot there. Shaman a little bit careful about using his Iddy ring from now on, knowing that if he does another wound to himself, he's dead. Next photo, rolled a 1 for the Night Goblins on the hill, squabbling throughout this game, lots of animosity going on and really preventing them from moving forward and actually getting their fanatic out as well. Just one fanatic per unit, just a really straightforward game. The purpose of this game is really like a demonstration instructional game anyway, just sort of talking about how basic tactics work in Warhammer. Next photo, the balls move forward. The Night Goblin Fanatic is released and actually goes sailing straight through them. And the two little gemstones you can see in the bottom left are Amy's little counters to show you that one of the balls has taken 2 wounds. Unlucky. Next photo, Gork's Warpath goes off and crunches the rest of the Ogre unit. We've decided to make this a little bit more visual by holding one of her boots just above the unit. As you can see, the balls have been crushed. What actually happened next was that I rolled a 1 for the Warpath to carry on, and it crushed some of my Black Orcs instead. So that's what happened. You don't really want Gork to stand on you when he's wearing a boot like that. Next photo, the Lead Belchers have moved forward. This is a bit later in the game. The Fanatics that was originally in front of the Iron Guts has been blown to death or shot to death by the Lead Belchers there. The Trappers have come out of the building here and have moved, and the Lead Belchers have moved forward. In the background, the Lone Bull has moved in front of the Black Orcs. Now the point here is that the Savage Orcs are frenzied, so if the Savage Orcs charge into Lead Belchers, they can flee in between the Trappers and the Iron Guts in the background, past the building, and that will put the Savage Orcs forward a little bit, allowing the Iron Guts to charge them and smash them. Because they've got the characters there, so you can see the smiley face bruise in the background a bit better. That's what's going to happen. Trappers just getting there to get in the way of the Goblins, which might also chase the Lead Belchers if both units charge. Next photo, the Bull, because he's getting in the way of the Black Orcs, gets charged in the flank by the Night Goblins and takes some wounds here. And look at his happy face. He looks like he's really happy about being charged by those goblins. I love this little army. Next picture. What happens here, really interestingly, is that the goblins destroy the Bull by overrun right into the middle of the field in front of the Iron Guts, in front of everybody else. And what happened here also is that the frenzied Savage Orcs, which were supposed to charge the Lead Belchers, rolled a 1 for the animosity check. So just horrific luck for the Orcs and Goblins here. Puts us in a really interesting position, because now the Iron Guts can charge the Goblins into the flank, overrun, and hit the Savage Orcs if they're really lucky with their overrun roll. Next photo, the Savage Orcs in the following turn. Because what happens here, I think, is that we're skipping so many turns, I'm getting confused. The Iron Guts in the background charging forward and actually pursuing the Night Goblins who run away, so I think they fail the charge. The Savage Orcs charge into the Lead Belchers, as do the Goblins, and miraculously the Lead Belchers fight back, doing way more wounds than they inflicted, and somehow winning the combat. In fact, the Bruiser was given the Fistful of Laurels item in the background, which allows him to re-roll a break test in the same way that you would with a BSB, so that allowed the Lead Belchers to stay, which will give us an opportunity to charge with the Iron Guts in the following turn against the Savage Orcs. Indeed, that's what happens, and the Trappers join the fun. I love these little Trapper models. They're so colourful and varied, and they're charging to the flank of the Goblins. Trappers, weapon skill 2, Goblins, weapon skill 2. It's a good fist fight all around. There's still got the Lead Belchers involved, and of course with the Strength 6 great weapons back there, the Iron Guts are really crushing the Savage Orcs. Even the Shaman's been killed at this point, so looking good for the Ogres. Next photo, there's a challenge here between the champion of the Savage Orcs and the Bruiser, and the Bruiser really just lays the smackdown on him with this sort of battle, really crushing that guy. No ward saves made at all by the tattoos on the Savage Orc units, I must add, and the unit of Iron Guts has the Troll Guts ability added to them to give them regeneration and magic resistance too. Next photo, they destroy the Savage Orcs, overrunning, capturing their standards, and crushing into the Black Orcs. In the next photo, you can see that they devastate the Black Orcs, capturing the Black Orc battle standard and banner as well. And over here, all the Goblins have been wiped out. So all of the Orcs and Goblins have been removed from the game. In return, they managed to destroy 3 Bulls and 1 Lead Belcher. So it's a very, very large win to the Ogres in general. And I hope you guys enjoyed these miniatures in the game. Hopefully I'll be bringing you more battle reports involving Amy's little collection here. But this is all she's got so far, so we're going to have to wait for her to get some more miniatures together before we start to see the Ogres in 2250 scale. But really looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys.